Barnaby Jones, a QM production, starring Buddy Ebsen, also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Tim O'Connor, Devin Erickson, Dan O'Herlihy, Richard Lynch, Ben Masters, Charles Tyner, Tara Buckman. Special guest star, Tom Mason. Tonight's episode, Nightmare in Hawaii.
Well, Jones, here it is. APB on Jedediah R. Armed, dangerous. If he resists arrest, shoot to kill. Stick that in your scrapbook.
Is that what it's to be, Lieutenant? Police-sanctioned murder?
Betty.
You don't think so, Barnaby? This officer of the law has it in for you because you once stepped on his toes, and he's going to get even by having J.R. shot without ever being able to tell his side of it. That's worse than murder.
I'll tell you what's worse. Is letting this punk kill again. And this time maybe an innocent bystander. Or maybe a cop.
That's silly. Andy was his friend.
Yes. And when his friend didn't lie for him about the Kamani killing, he lured him out to that schoolhouse and got his revenge by blowing him away. And before I'm through, I'm gonna nail you for abetting in his escape from jail and as an accessory to 2 murders. Now get out of here.
Is that an official accusation?
It will be. Just as soon as we find the gun that killed Spencer and tie it to you.
You once almost sent an innocent man to prison because you insisted on letting wishful thinking stand in the way of common sense. Now it's happening again. I did not help Jedediah escape, and I did not give him a gun.
What about the witness who saw Andy Spencer drive on to the schoolyard alone? I mean, does that suggest that he had something to fear from J.R.?
The custodian did not see a gun in Jedediah's hand, neither did he find one in the classroom.
Don't you see? Someone else shot Andy. That's who you should be looking for.
If you 2 are through, I've got something to suggest. Make sure you don't leave these islands until this thing is settled.
What now?
Answers, Betty. We need a lot of them and fast. Anything new on Andy's girl, Linda?
I'm still convinced she was lying when she said she didn't know where Linda was. I think I better get back on that, huh?
Right. I'm going to Spencer's.
You're not going to be very welcome there.
I know that, but Andy's death had all the earmarks of a gangland hit. I've got to find out more about him.
I try to understand. A man is left with 3 motherless children. Raises them as best he can. And a boy comes back from college. A bright young lawyer.
Dad. Here, have some of this.
This thing that hurts inside is all I have left of Andy. I don't want it to go away.
Dad, I'm so sorry.
Michael. Maybe it's God's way of telling me I love my children.
I'll be right back, Daddy.
Andy would have just stayed out of it.
Michael, did you tell anyone else?
I already said I didn't.
I just don't understand. Who else would have known that JR was waiting for Andy at the school?
No one else did, Tony. Now, would you just get it through your head? And stop pretending he's some victim of circumstances. Isn't it obvious JR shot him?
You know, I would really like to believe that. Because then I'd know for sure who to hate.
Did JR tell you anything about where he might be?
No.
No matter. No money. No place to hide. Cops will find him soon enough.
Oh, look, keep an eye on Dad. I have some things I have to do.
Did you come alone?
Yes.
You make a pretty good detective yourself.
Well, you'd mentioned this as a possible hiding place, so there wasn't much detecting involved.
Tony, I don't know what to say except how sorry I am about Andy.
Everyone's saying that you did it.
Well, if you believe that, I don't think you would have come alone.
And who did? No one else knew where you were.
All I know is that after Andy got there, 2 men showed up and started shooting. One of them is a guy named Lars who works for Terry Shaw.
The man you told me about.
Mm-hmm, your friendly neighborhood dope godfather.
Well, if you know this, why don't you go to the police?
Because my word just now doesn't hold too much weight with the police. I need proof, which means evidence. Now, I am pretty sure of one thing. Andy didn't get shot because he just happened to be with me. They were out to get him, too.
Well, why would my brother have anything to do with those men?
I don't know. It's possible they could have followed him there. When you told Andy where I was, did he say anything? Did he seem nervous, like somebody was watching him?
I didn't tell Andy myself. Michael told him where you were.
Michael told him where I was. I thought you weren't going to tell anybody.
Well, that's not just anybody. He's my brother.
Well, look, my biggest problem now is this shed. I can't stay here. Anybody could come along and recognize me. Do you know any place else I could stay?
Look, JR, I'm too deeply involved as it is.
Tony, look. Now, I'm going to find the people who got your brother, but I can't do it from behind bars.
There's a small cabin on our property in the hills. Come on.
Okay.
What do you want, Mr. Jones?
Mainly to offer my condolences to you and to the family.
Is that all?
I know there's a bad time to talk to your father, but time is a factor. There's certain things about Andy that I am looking into, and...
My, you're a sophisticated man, Mr. Jones. Your cousin shoots my son down in cold blood, and here you are paying proper respects.
I, too, have lost a son, Mr. Spencer. I know how you feel.
I don't feel anything. When they catch the murderer and hang him from a tree, I'll begin to feel again.
Dad, I think you should go back and...
No, Jones here has come all this way to offer his sympathy. The least we can do is offer him some hospitality.
Andy had scarlet fever at 5 years old. Is that of any use to you? Whooping cough at 11. Or maybe his high school yearbook would tell you something. It says he was the boy most likely.
Mr. Spencer, Jedediah came to Hawaii to help his friend, your son. Now, all that I'm asking of his family is that they give him the benefit of the doubt.
What doubt? He ran away and left my boy dead on the floor. What doubt can that be?
The answer to that might come out of knowing what type of dealings Andy had with Terry Shaw.
Terry Shaw?
I don't think I know the name, Dad.
Shaw is reputed to be one of the biggest dope pushers in the islands. About 3 weeks ago, Andy talked to him on the phone twice.
What are you building, Jones?
I'm told that Shaw's phone calls upset Andy very much. It was about that time that he called Jedediah, told him he was in some kind of trouble and needed his help.
Are you suggesting that my son was involved with all this dope trafficking that's been going on?
What I'm saying is, if we nail down why he was worried, we might also have the key to why he was murdered.
Michael, get my rifle.
Dad, this isn't the Wild West.
Please, son, my rifle. You're a liar.
Mr. Spencer, I know it isn't easy to...
Liar! You come here and accuse my dead boy who cannot defend himself of being a criminal, and I call you a liar!
I'm not accusing your son of anything.
Dad, come on.
When I have to stand up to defend my boy, I'll do it. If I have to use this, I'll do it. If you so much as set foot in my property again, I'll blow your lying head off.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this, Mr. Spencer, no matter who it hurts.
Well, is this isolated enough for you?
I don't know. You get lost out here, they're going to have to send in St. Bernards for you. Camelot?
Ah, yes, our glorious castle. At least that's what Michael and Andy and I thought when we were kids.
There's somebody out there. You see him?
Hmm.
Are they neighbors?
No. They look like friends of Michael's. At any rate, I've seen them with him a couple of times.
Is that part of your property, too?
Yeah, and to the ridge just beyond. I'm going to go see what they're up to.
No, don't. As long as they haven't spotted us, I'd rather not give them a reason to nose around down here. We can check it out later.
Okay. Anyway, you look like you're about to sleep on your feet.
Yeah, I always look this way when I'm about to faint.
Ah, you go on in. I'll go to the market and get some food, and you can rest till I get back.
Oh, good, okay. I'll see you later.
Linda? Would you rather talk to the police, Linda?
I'm sorry, you must be mistaking me for someone else.
It'd be pretty difficult to find two Linda Woolseys who looked like this.
How did you get that picture?
Your agent. He seemed a little too surprised when I told him I couldn't find you at your friend Sally's place.
Is this about Andy?
I'd like to take you to someone who needs very much to talk to you about him.
Andy is dead. Now, why can't we just leave him alone?
Because someone else's life is at stake.
You should have seen Andy the first night that he came to that club. I was working in Maui. Wow, was he ever square.
And you didn't notice any change until after he told you he received the phone calls from Terry Shaw?
Well, he didn't exactly say right out that it was Shaw. But the way he kept asking me about him, who Shaw was, and was he that big in the dope smuggling racket.
Then you don't think Andy had anything to do with drugs himself?
Like I told you, Andy wouldn't touch the stuff. I mean, I offered to turn him on a couple of times myself, and you should have heard him lecture me on the evils of marijuana.
I still don't understand how a person such as you described could leave Jedediah holding the bag for the death of a known dope pusher.
Oh, poor Andy. Must have been terrible for him.
Still doesn't make sense. If he wasn't into dope and didn't know Shaw, why was he afraid of Shaw?
Because he wasn't afraid for himself.
Who then?
I think he was afraid for Michael.
His brother?
Mm-hmm.
What did Michael have to do with it?
Well, that's something else that Andy wouldn't talk about. But I remember once he bawled his brother out on the phone while I was in the kitchen.
About Shaw?
I think so. It was something Andy found out about Michael, and he told him that he knew now why those crooks were threatening him.
Threatening Andy?
No, threatening Michael. Right, Mr. Jones, this doesn't make sense.
It's beginning to me.
Hey, Mike over. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, I'll bet you are.
You came alone this time. I take that as a friendly gesture. Only your voice doesn't sound so friendly.
I guess you haven't heard what happened to my brother Andy, huh?
Yeah, terrible thing, Mike. Losing a kid brother. I heard that J.R. Jones guy did it, huh?
Is that what you heard, Terry?
Michael, I've always level with you. I'm not going to tell you any stories. I never went back on my word. I swear it was an accident. Tell me, Rito.
We went into the schoolhouse after Jones. Andy pops up. He got into the way, that's all.
Yeah. I was anybody to know that your brother was going to be there. It was an accident, I swear, Michael.
And that doll with Tony's name on it? That was an accident, too, right?
That was Laws's dumb idea. He's got no respect for the dead. I told him not to stop pressing on you under conditions now. I knew that you'd come back. I mean, that's why you're here, right? You want to kiss and make up.
Besides your sister, you have your father to worry about. Especially in a family so prone to accidents.
All right. I'll come back.
You see, you deal reasonably with a reasonable man, and it all works out. All your growers, too, Michael.
Only this time it's got to be a 60-40 split.
70-30. I told you before, I've got a lot of expenses. I just did my quarterly taxes.
It's not only my growers, it's the way I get the crops to the mainland that's worth the extra 10 points.
How do you think I get pot over there? Shoot it through a cannon? I've got carriers. I don't need your deal.
Yeah, I know. You send bricks over in what? Backpacks, luggage, shoeboxes. My way, it all goes at once. Your crop and mine. All of it. The whole thing. In one guaranteed shipment.
How?
The extra 10 points?
If you can get it all over in one piece, you got the 10 points.
All right. Were all your crops harvested yet?
Michael, the only way I play blind man's bluff is without the blindfold. How?
From here, it leaves on a barge to a freighter docked in Honolulu, the Nola Marie. It's the boat we use to ship our pineapples.
You mean you mix the pot in with the pineapples?
It's not unique. The captain has a guy in customs who doesn't ask questions. It's where the extra 10% goes.
You're beautiful. All right, 60-40. You got it. I say this deserves a drink.
The cargo barges leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, so the crops have to be in for packing no later than midnight.
Right, go on, make yourself a drink.
I don't believe in accidents, Terry. And I'd kill you if I thought I could. But at least I don't have to drink with you.
You know the kind of guy you have to worry about the most? The kind of guy who doesn't know how to conduct business with John.
How about it? Mr. Jones.
Now you're supposed to say, what are you doing here? But I don't say it back because it's obvious what you're doing here.
Yeah, the fellow lives here. He owns some land near us that I'm looking to buy.
That's not bad.
Aloha, brah. Anything I do for you?
You Terry Shaw?
That's right. And you're Barnaby Jones. Some friends of mine on the mainland tell me you're a heavyweight. Hey, why are you nosing around, brah?
I just came out to play a little cat and mouse. And see if I could trick you into confirming something for me. Seeing the two of you together tells me everything I need to know.
You know, you're a stranger here, Jones. I'll give you a little advice. You gotta watch out for the humidity. You get yourself all worked up, brah, you know, and you end up in a sewer, drowning in your own sweat.
Seems to me Andy would still be alive if a lot of people had stayed out of sewers.
You still worried about choppers? Till the barge sails tomorrow, I'm worried about everything. Yeah. Where is Michael, anyway? I mean, he had helping us out, and we got a lot more patches to get him besides this one. All right, that does it. Let's get this load in the shed, Red. Yeah, let's go by Jaworski's, too, see if his crop's ready.
You Barnaby Jones?
I got your message, Mr. Duran. Thank you for seeing me.
Well, I didn't know if I should at first. You're not very popular with Lieutenant Abbott. What can we do for you?
I have a problem. I can't seem to get a handle on the local drug scene.
Well, when you say local drug scene, biggest problem we're having right now at the Drug Enforcement Agency is marijuana. Everybody and his brother are planting pot patches.
Where does Terry Shaw fit in?
Terry Shaw. He was a small-time pusher who muscled his way to a top spot by forcing a large number of independent growers to join his distribution organization.
I see. If they wanted to operate, they had to operate through him.
Well, until recently, some of them broke away to form their own operation.
Oh, then Shaw has a problem.
That's the word on the streets.
These independents, do they have a leader?
Oh, I'm sure some dummy volunteered for that hot potato, but we haven't been able to come up with a name just yet.
What about Michael Spencer?
Philip Spencer's son? Why would you drop his name in a conversation like this?
Well, let's put it this way. A young fellow used to operating a big spread like Michael does for his father might decide one day to put some of his land into pot patches like you're talking about.
That's a mighty tall supposal.
Well, what if it was the case and this young fellow wanted to operate independently? Now, how do you suppose he could possibly expect to make it work in the face of Terry Shaw's muscle?
All right, as long as we're supposing. Supposing you grew a large, legitimate crop of pineapple on this big spread, huh? Well, then, you'd need some way to ship that cargo to market now, wouldn't you?
Cargo ship?
That's what I'd do if I was legit gone dirty. Smuggle it under the cover of ordinary produce shipment to a freighter in Honolulu and off to the mainland. Being able to provide that kind of service is a mighty big plus.
Thank you, Mr. Duran. You've been a big help.
Well, hold on. What are you on to?
When I figure it out, you'll be the first to know.
JR, do you want to give me a hand with these groceries? JR, what's happened to you?
I ran into a Viet Cong patrol ambush.
You've lost a lot of blood.
Ah, that hurts.
I know, but it's the only thing I can clean it with. What happened?
Oh, I went out there to see what those guys were doing, and... oh, yeah, wait a minute, I got something. And I fell into a booby trap, and I got a piece of bamboo on my leg.
Well, we've got to get you to a doctor.
No. They'll recognize me. They'll call the police.
Well, we have to do something. This could get infected.
Give me some more beer.
Booby trap? JR, what are you talking about?
Oh, it's what they use to warn off thieves and dummies to stay away.
Would you please try and make some sense?
Oh, they were harvesting this.
What?
It's marijuana. That's good for about 3 joints right there.
On our property?
You bet. They were just cleaning out the patch when I got there.
Hold this.
Okay. Tony, where's the nearest phone?
In the shed on the farm.
In the shed at the farm. Those guys are talking about a shed. Do you know the name Jaworski?
Yeah, Ken Jaworski has a taro farm next to ours.
Well, from here, do we pass it on the way to the shed?
It's a bit off the road, but yeah, you'd pass it.
All right. Well, they talked about a shed. That could be the one they meant. Actually, that feels a little better. Let's get over there.
Wait a minute, JR, what is going on?
I will tell you later. I just want to be sure of something first.
Jones is the name, sir. They told me to look for an expensive car and an even more expensive girl, and there I would find the skipper of the Nola Marie.
Mr. Jones, I can tell right off you don't write verse for Valentine cards. Something to do with my ship?
I sure do like talking with a perceptive man. You see, these condominiums I built on the island are all rented. I got time on my hands, so I picked up a sideline, farming. I think they call it patch farming.
So, now you've got something to stick your little green thumb in. How does that concern me?
Well, you have a cargo vessel in Honolulu. I have a crop to ship. Good. Simple as that.
I'm only interested in tides and weather, Mr. Jones. You'll find the cargo shipping office in E building, 2nd floor.
Yeah, sure. But I thought that this cargo mine is something that we can handle between us. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Michael told me that you were cautious, and I like that.
Michael who?
Spencer. You do ship the Spencer pineapple crop, don't you?
I ship Philip Spencer's crop.
What's in a name? Call something a pineapple, and it turns out to be something else, right?
You know, somehow I get the feeling that what you're suggesting, Mr. Jones, is illegal.
And very profitable. I hold a half a ton of high-grade merchandise.
If you're not gone from here in 1 minute, I'm calling the Drug Enforcement Agency. Now get out of here.
I can understand the need for caution, Captain. But if you really intended to sick the narcs on me, you would have set me up first and then called them. So let's stop shadow boxing, okay?
You said half a ton?
I'll give you the same cut Michael did.
All right, but I'm gonna check you out with Michael first.
I would do the same thing myself.
I'll be seeing him tonight. You come back around 7.
Hello?
Betty, have you heard from Jedediah?
No, I haven't, Barnaby. And I'm really getting worried. It's not like JR to stay out of touch this way.
No, it isn't. Well, at least I've been able to come up with something. Michael is definitely in the pot smuggling operation.
We have enough to take to Lieutenant Abbott now, don't we? I mean, with what Andy's girlfriend had to say and what you found out.
All we got is hearsay and suspicion. In order to get Lieutenant Abbott to move in our favor, we've got to come up with some hard facts.
Well, then we're not any better off than when we started.
Stay by the phone, buddy. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but there ought to be some way to make this pumpkin into a pie.
What is this place used for?
Storing and crating pineapples for shipment.
Okay, get the door.
Most of this will be gone by tomorrow. Shipped out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Oh, the phone's over here. JR, it's over here.
Okay.
There's someone coming. It's Michael.
Tony, I don't want Michael to know we're here.
Well, he should know about those friends of his, what they're doing on our property.
I think he already does.
That's ridiculous. How could he know?
Tony, I didn't want to tell you this until I was absolutely sure, until I had absolute proof. But I think Andy got me here to Hawaii because he needed somebody he trusted, somebody who could advise him about a problem that must have been pretty heavy. No, I think the problem was Michael.
Michael?
Yes, he's the only one who knew that I was going to meet Andy at the schoolhouse. And then all of a sudden, 2 killers show up. Now, I overheard 2 friends of Michael's up at the patch. They said they were going to drop the crop off at a shed. No, I just found this right there. This is the shed.
I don't believe you.
Tony, I don't want to believe it either, but how else can you figure it?
Well, he'll explain. I know he can.
Look. You see that pickup? That's the same pickup I saw up at the patch.
You're lying. I know you are.
Michael, we thought you got stuck in a hole or something.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had some business to take care of in town.
Oh, sweat. We got 3 batches already, including Jaworski's. If the rest of the growers are on time, we'll have it all in the bars by midnight.
It's going to take a lot longer than that.
How come?
Well, that's a business I had to take care of. We're going to have to bale and crate Terry Shaw's crops, too.
Oh, no. You caved in? You made a deal with Shaw?
Look, if you guys want out, just pull out. I'll understand.
Pull out? The barge sails first thing in the morning. How are we going to pull out, even if you wanted to? Huh? Michael, I don't like crawling into bed with creeps like Shaw. We'll do it this time, but I think it stinks. Me too. I guess the other growers are going to have to go along with it, huh? At least this time.
My sister with a killer. What am I supposed to make of that?
Mr. Spencer?
I think you're an honorable man, Mr. Spencer. And I don't think you would do anything foolish.
I said I'd shoot you if you ever showed up again. Now go.
Being just, in addition to being an honorable man, I am also sure that you would like to know who killed your son and why, just as much as I do.
Not J.R., then who?
Probably Terry Shaw or one of his men.
You still saying it was because Andy was into dope?
Not personally. From what I've learned, I think he was trying to protect somebody who is.
Considering what it cost, I wouldn't think there'd be many a man who'd want to pay that kind of price to protect someone, would you?
Would have to be somebody he loved very much.
Who do you think it was?
It won't serve any purpose to speculate until I get some hard evidence. I'm talking about marijuana, which I suspect is being grown somewhere here on your property.
Here? Reminds me of a joke Michael once told about the Spencer farm selling pot shares in the commodities market. Everybody thought it was funny. Only Andy didn't smile. There's more to that joke than meets the eye, isn't there, Mr. Jones?
I think maybe there is. And I'd like your permission to take a look around.
I'll go with you.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Thanks for being cooped up. There's a lot of this place I haven't had a chance to check out for a long time now.
Any idea of where to look?
If I wanted to plant that stuff here, I'd do it up there in the hills.
Got to figure out some way to attract attention, even if it means burning this place to the ground.
What about them? Remember Mike, Terry Shaw.
Just let me worry about that, huh? Just make sure all the growers know the crops have to be in by midnight. Go ahead. Tony, sweetheart, you've got to believe me. You don't really think I'd tell Terry Shaw where J.R. was hiding if I thought Andy was going to get killed, do you?
No, I guess I don't. But you're just as responsible.
You're the one who set me up, aren't you? The dope and the money in my flight bag, right?
All right, I want you to go home now and forget everything you've seen here.
Forget? Aren't you afraid I'm going to call the police the minute I get home? Or do you really take your baby sister that much for granted?
I really don't have much of a choice where you're concerned, Tony. And by the same token, I know you wouldn't do anything to hurt Dad, because if he found out about this thing,
It could break his heart, and it might even kill him.
Okay. I won't say anything. But JR goes with me.
No. He's not family. He stays.
Then I stay too.
Go on, do what he says.
Tony, please. Terry Shaw's gonna show up any minute.
Mike, isn't Andy enough?
I cannot let him go. He knows too much.
Then run away. Take the money you're going to get from this and go somewhere. In spite of everything, I love you, Michael, and I would rather see you on the run for the rest of your life than see you shoot down JR in cold blood, which is what you'd have to do to keep him quiet.
All right, I'll think of something. But in the meantime, please, I want you to go home.
No.
In the office. Help him get in the office. You've got to get out of sight before Shaw shows up. Come on.
It's inconceivable to me. Not only is it unprofessional, it's obscene. A man in your position allowing an old grudge to stand in the way of his duty. I can't believe it. I thought you were supposed to be a cop, First Lieutenant. At least that's what the sign says outside.
Look, are you going to keep on hitting me in the head? Or are you going to finish telling me what you found out from Andy's girlfriend?
Isn't tying Michael in with Terry Shaw enough?
But please, try to calm yourself.
I can't. I'm worried sick. About some gung-ho cop shooting JR down for a crime he didn't commit, and now Barnaby may get himself killed.
What are you talking about?
Philip Spencer threatened to shoot Barnaby on sight if he ever stepped foot on his farm again, and that's exactly where Barnaby's gone. Doing the job you should be doing.
Give me the duty desk. No matter what you may think of me, I am a cop. First.
Yeah.
I want 2 cars right away. And another thing, the police officers that operate out of this division, they don't take risks. But they're not gun-happy killers either.
Well, my apologies. To the officers.
All right, come on, let's go.
All right, come on, fellas, let's get it in there. Got 4 more trucks coming in.
But I think we've at least got the bleeding stuff.
Yeah.
Michael, you made the best choice of your life coming back with me.
Make sure the pineapples are packed very tight.
Herito, what about the lanai crop?
It'll be here, Mr. Shaw.
The way I figure it, we'll have about 22,000 pounds of Pacalolo on board with the rest of the crops. And $4 million in the box office. And that's without electric guitars.
Well, well. What do we have here? All right, come on. Move. Move. Hey, boss, look what I found.
Who are they?
Terry, it's my sister Tony. She's all right.
Guess who this one is? None other than J.R. Jones himself.
Jones. What's going on here, Michael?
Hey, Terry, he forced my sister to bring him up here. I caught him snooping around. I was going to take care of him as soon as you guys left. It's the truth.
I don't like the smell of this, Mr. Shaw.
Neither do I. Suddenly, Michael, everything is becoming very untidy. And I'm getting very suspicious.
Sure, you got me. I'm the one you want. Why don't you let her go?
I don't think so.
Please, Terry, she doesn't have anything to do with this, man. She won't talk, I swear.
Well, let's take them up on the hill and get rid of them.
Michael goes too. It was gonna happen anyway, Michael, as soon as we loaded the barges. You see, brah, I don't need any partners.
Come on, move.
Move.
The shed.
You stay here.
Tony, shh. I'm gonna get you out of here, okay? Okay? Come on.
Over there. Move. Over there.
Hold it!
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you.
What happened to your leg?
There was this splinter, this big splinter.
We heard shots when we stopped at the house. Are you all right?
We're all right, but,
How's your dad taking it?
One step at a time. Right now, he's just grateful that Michael's going to pull through.
Well, he did save your life, you know. That and turning state's evidence should really help make things work out easier on him.
And we picked up the captain of the Nola Maria this morning, so, well, that just about ties it up.
Lieutenant, I'm sorry I was so rough on you.
No. Please. I guess I deserved it. Actually, it made me see what a numbskull I've been.
well, Walt, I think you would have found that out all by yourself, sooner or later.
I'll see you, Barnaby. Betty.
Jedediah, time to get on the airplane.
Oh, yeah, Barnaby, you know, this leg really isn't healed quite right, you know. Don't you think it would be okay if I sort of stayed on a couple more days and, you know, waited till it healed properly?
Jedediah, I think you're right.
You think I'm right?
And so I'm going to let you stay here and take care of your health. And to see to it that you do, I'm going to let Betty stay and chaperone you.
You mean it?
Of course. Matter of fact, I need the rest more than you do. Aloha.
Barnaby Jones, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, with guest stars Mariette Hartley, James Louisi, Claudette Nevins. Tonight's episode, Mystery Cycle.
All set?
Yeah. Mr. Yeager, you gonna take those rages again today?
Why not? Boss allowed to play. Let's bust him.
Good morning. Is Miss Yeager in? I'm Barnaby Jones.
Just 1 minute, please.
I'll be making some changes on the board, but I wouldn't so much as hint, at least not yet, that I'm thinking of phasing out the motor division.
Mrs. Yeager, Mr. Barnaby Jones to see you?
Yes, I'm expecting him.
Well, I don't think we need worry about the Yeager stocks not showing some strength soon, although it might be best to leak the next quarterly, put the rumors to rest. Mrs. Yeager, please accept our condolences once again. All of us have the highest regard for your husband.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Miss Yeager?
Mr. Jones.
If this is inconvenient, I could come at another time, tomorrow even.
No, it's all right. I prefer getting as many details out of the way as possible. May I offer you something?
No, nothing for me, thanks. This is a lovely place you have here.
Oh, thank you. Why don't we talk outside, get some fresh air?
Fine. Now, I know that California Meridian Insurance has already spoken to you, so I'll try not to cover any old ground.
Perhaps you can tell me exactly what the problem is. Is it the size of the policy?
Well, the double indemnity accidental death clause brings the amount up to $1 million.
Well, if my husband's death wasn't accidental, what are you suggesting, Mr. Jones? A suicide?
No, I'm not suggesting anything, Mrs. Yeager. It's just that the company feels obligated to look rather closely into the accidental death theory. That's the reason they brought me in.
Well, I think you can eliminate suicide as a possibility. My husband was in perfect health, both mentally and physically. No man had a greater zest for living.
You know, it's common knowledge that the Yeager company was in financial trouble lately.
Well, the motor division's been a drain, that's true. So we're considering the possibility of some surgery there. In fact, the reason for that division's existence passed on with Jonathan. It was always more of a hobby with him than a business.
You don't suppose it's possible that Mr. Yeager could have been preoccupied with the problems of the company that morning?
Certainly not while testing a motorcycle. It speeds up to 100 miles an hour.
I realize riders do take spills, but I understand that the trail along the ridge was straight and smooth, and Mr. Yeager had been over it many times in the past.
Well, perhaps what it all boils down to, Mr. Jones, is that it takes just one mistake. And Jonathan made it. Excuse me.
Francis?
Carolyn.
Oh, I wish you'd called or wired or something.
I'm sorry I've been in such a state of shock.
I just happened to see a tiny mention of it in the San Francisco papers.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Mr. Jones, this is my sister, Carolyn Lacey.
How do you do?
Mr. Jones?
I think I'll be leaving now, Mrs. Yeager. If you don't mind, I'll stop by your motor division, maybe talk to some of the men who are with your husband.
That'll be fine. Steve Rollins is in charge there now. He'll give you whatever help you need.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you, Miss Lacey.
I wish you'd called. Can't tell you how awful it was reading about Jonathan's death days after the fact.
I'm sorry, Carolyn. I've had 100 things on my mind.
Sometimes I can't understand you, Francis. How could you forget to notify your own sister?
Half-sister, dear.
Look, I came here because I thought I might be some help, some comfort. Obviously, you don't require that comfort.
Meaning what? That I didn't love Jonathan?
That's always been understood between us. But he was a good man in many ways, Francis. I mean, surely you respected him. Would it be easier for you if I just drove back to San Francisco?
Well, that would hardly look proper now, would it? I'm sure we can manage to stay out of each other's hair for a few days, don't you think?
I just always wish we'd been closer.
It's hardly of any importance now, Carolyn, is it?
Now, as far as you can figure, your position was right there.
Yeah, I'd say a quarter mile to the right of the ridge, just along the lip of the Royal.
From each of these four positions, none of you fellas saw Mr. Yeager go up on the ridge.
Well, you know, out there testing bikes, it's kind of hard to keep track of anybody. You're too busy trying to handle your own machine.
Joe, you weren't on the left side of me, but ahead and to the right.
No. I hit sand right here and almost flipped into the arroyo. That was to the left of you.
No, I saw you to his right, too. You were wearing a black helmet, right?
Come on, man. I had a mouthful of sand. You're going to tell me that I wasn't to the west of the arroyos?
You two are both wrong. I can vouch for Joe riding on the left.
No, not on my left.
Well, exactly where did you see me then?
Here, may I?
Sure.
Right here.
Now, how could I be over there when I saw at least two of you guys just to the east of me just minutes before the accident?
Look, old buddy, if you weren't there, you weren't there, but it wasn't you who wasn't.
I don't know.
Mr. Jones, did you get what you came for?
Well, there seems to be a difference of opinion, Mr. Rollins.
That happens. How about getting back to work, fellas?
Thanks, fellas. Say, you mind if I take this?
Not at all. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, no, I don't think so. Well, maybe. You might be able to clear up a point. Those tests that you made out there on the desert course, were they a weekly routine thing?
Well, we take the bikes out, we abuse them, we bring them back and rip them apart.
Was Mr. Yeager's participation in the test routine?
You couldn't keep him away. He really loved biking across those ridges.
Well, what about yourself, Mr. Rollins? I understand that you were in charge of all the testing, but you weren't out there that day with the others.
I stopped riding that desert course about 3 months ago. Back trouble.
Well, then it's just the four fellows, Mr. Yeager, and you. You know of anyone else who might have been familiar with the course or had ridden it or knew the routine?
Those four men you talked to, they're our only testers. They've been with us ever since we bought that desert acreage.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope your back gets better.
Thank you.
I must have gone through 6 pounds of financial reports this afternoon.
You know, you're going to have to learn to leave business details to others. You're a very rich lady now, and especially tonight. I don't want you preoccupied with business details. You promise?
I promise.
Wouldn't you think they'd pick a safer spot to test motorcycles?
Eddie, I'm puzzled. I can't understand why the 4 test drivers can't agree on their position just before the accident. Now, 2 of them out there claim that they saw Joe Scully right here. He's wearing a black helmet, and they swear they saw him. Right here. Scully says he was out there. He's backed up by number 4 down there.
That's a discrepancy of over a mile.
And my first instinct was that somebody wasn't telling the truth. That would be such a clumsy lie. Here's the point of debate. Sometimes the simplest explanations are the most accurate. Now, if those 4 riders are all telling the truth, there must have been another cyclist out here. Mr. X.
Mr. X? Oh, Barnaby. Now, if, as you say, these 2 riders saw him here in this area, well, Where was he before that?
Someplace where there wasn't any chance of one of the bikes coming tearing through. Someplace where he could have kept an eye on the others. Let's start over there. Several days old, at least.
Barnaby, couldn't someone have just been resting here?
Through 3 cigarettes, that would take a half hour or more.
What's that?
Oil drippings.
I see.
No tire tracks. Wind took care of that. What we got is a trespasser who sat here long enough to smoke 3 cigarettes and let his machine drip a little oil in the sand.
Well, are you going to be able to fix the time?
If that's our Mr. X, he's got a lot more curiosity than just a trespasser.
Good morning, John.
Oh, I gotta get my 2 miles in every day or go to bed with a guilty conscience.
Well, would your conscience permit accepting a lift at this point?
If it didn't, it'd be in for an argument.
You get down this way often?
L.A.? I haven't been down for a year or so. Kind of hard to tear me away from that city by the bay.
Pacific Western, huh?
Yeah.
Track, I'll bet.
No records, just lots of fun.
Yeah, that's about the way I went at it. But I did break the 4-minute mile once my junior year at Claiborne College.
You did?
Yep. They had to meet in a county park, a brand new quarter-mile oval. I was quite a hero for about a half an hour until somebody suggested measuring the track. The county commissioner had awarded the contract to his nearsighted nephew. The track was 50 yards short.
Oh, that's delicious.
The housekeeper said she hadn't heard from Frances either. Can't imagine where she spent the entire night.
Oh, well, she'll probably call or show up soon. Here you are.
Yeah, it looks very good.
I'm the gal who's most efficient in all things which do not matter.
Miss Lacey.
Oh, Carolyn, please. I'm not a women's liver, but the miss at my age is something less than complimentary.
I wouldn't say that. I was just wondering whether you might have some information that Mr. Yeager had trouble with one of his employees lately.
No, I never heard anything like that.
What about his relationship with your sister?
I'm sure Jonathan loved her. As for Frances, I don't think she'll ever change. She wants what she wants, she gets it, she grows tired of it, and goes on to something new. Sounds to me like you suspect something more than an accident.
Well, I can't dismiss that possibility.
Then, in fairness to Jonathan, I must tell you that he had become concerned about something in the last 6 months. He spent a lot of time in San Francisco. We'd sometimes have dinner together. I guess you know that he and I were something more than just friends.
I didn't know that.
It's a long time ago. Almost 7 years. Oh, I've kind of gotten used to playing second fiddle where Frances is concerned. Even as kids. She always ended up with the nicest toy or be on my father's knee just when I wanted to be. Anyway, Jonathan said that he and Frances were having friction. I think he knew she was having an affair.
Did he mention the man's name?
No. He did say that he thought it might be somebody close to him in the company.
Mr. Jones? May I speak with you for a moment?
Yes, surely. Excuse me.
My attorney tells me that your report to the insurance company is the only thing that's holding up the check.
Yes, I won't be much longer, Mrs. Yeager.
I don't mean to be rude, but your prodding is beginning to make others as well as me nervous.
I have to apologize for that, but I was just telling your sister that your husband's death may not have been accidental.
Mr. Jones, if you're trying to revive that suicide theory...
I never had that theory. No, Mrs. Yeager, what I suspect but have been unable to prove is that there was another bike rider on the test area that day. He caused your husband's bike to go off the ridge.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That rider was waiting for some time out there, hiding and smoking these cigarettes. You know anyone who smokes brown cigarettes like that?
No, I don't.
Well, thank you very much. Bye.
Frances, where were you last night?
None of your business.
It's true, isn't it? You've been having an affair for some time now. With Steve Rollins?
Exactly what is it that troubles you? Is it being one of the have-nots, or is it something else?
Nothing ever seems to trouble you, does it? Jonathan's been dead for exactly a week.
Perhaps you were right. Perhaps it would be wiser for you to go back to San Francisco. As a matter of fact, why don't you plan on leaving first thing in the morning?
Hi, beautiful.
Mr. Jones thinks Jonathan may have been murdered.
What? Can he prove it?
He says somebody was hiding out at the testing grounds, waiting to send Jonathan crashing off that ridge.
What?
Somebody who smokes the same kind of cigarettes you do. Where did you go that day, Steve, after you left me?
Biking along the coast, testing a new needle valve. Hey, wait a minute, honey. These cigarettes are found all over town. Besides, how long do you have to know me? Don't you know me well enough?
I'm sorry, darling. I just felt sick when I saw those cigarettes.
You know what I think? Friend Jones is just trying to convince the insurance company that he's worth the fee. Wrong theory, gentlemen, but I was in there pitching. You know what I mean? Good days ahead, honey.
Evening, Pete. Mr. Rollins around? I don't know if he's gone home or not. You might look back by his desk there, though.
Thanks, I'll try there.
Mr. Rollins?
Will that be all, Mrs. Yeager?
Yes, that's fine for tonight. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Steve? Steve, are you here? Who's there? Francis? Are you home?
Please. No. Carolyn. Carolyn!
How does it feel to be on the short end for a change, Francis?
Please, please. Please.
I'm going to tell you how it feels to be on the winning side for the first time. Delicious.
What can you gain by killing me?
All that money that should have been mine 7 years ago.
No. No!
Morning, Mr. Rollins.
Morning.
Called your apartment several times last night, but you weren't in.
I was out riding. What did you want?
You know, watching the way those cycles bounce around out there, you'd think they'd all come in total wrecks.
It's the whole point behind it.
You have special equipment on each bike? I notice the oil has a kind of a special tint.
We use synthetic oil with a vegetable base. We're just experimenting with one of our refinery products.
All the bikes use the same kind of oil?
Yes. Mr. Jones, you're not interested in vegetable oils. Let's get to the point. Like, what kind of cigarettes do I smoke?
Well, I think that we can charge that down to coincidence as long as you can explain and account for your time during the day that Mr. Yeager was killed.
I was testing this bike along the coast. Next.
All day?
You got it.
You didn't even stop anywhere for gasoline?
All right, all right. I was with a woman part of the day. And you're not getting her name.
Would it be the same woman who said she didn't recognize the kind of cigarette you smoked?
Goodbye, Mr. Jones.
Oops, sorry. That's clumsy of me.
I'll clean it. Just let it be.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Rollins, do you own more than one bike?
I own 2 bikes. I mean, I did own 2 bikes. One was stolen a few months ago. Why?
Just curiosity. Sorry about the oil. That was a close one. I should have been watching.
Oh, it was my fault. Maybe I should stick to jogging, huh? You looking for Frances?
Yes, I was hoping to talk to her.
Don't think she's home yet. Mr. Jones, there's something very peculiar going on.
Like what?
I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I think I can name the man that Frances has been seeing. At least I saw them together one night, and the relationship was more than friendly. Steve Rollins?
Yes, I've met him.
Well, it didn't take much imagination to know she was expecting him last night.
What makes you say that?
Oh, about 7 o'clock, she asked me what I was planning to do that evening. I said nothing. She suggested that I take in a movie at the Village. I took the hint and got home at about midnight. But she was gone. I don't know. It's just all very strange.
Miss Lacey! The police just called. On the beach. Mrs. Yeager. Oh, God.
Miss, no, it's better if you wait up here. No, please, wait right over here. There's nothing you can do. Please.
Mr. Jones, I can't believe it.
Well, from the looks of things, I'd say it happened sometime last night, but I'll wait for the coroner's report.
That's a pretty dangerous curve, but that lady has lived in this neighborhood for years.
What happened? What happened? Frances? How'd it happen?
You a friend of Mrs. Yeager's?
Friend? A friend? I'm her husband. We were married 2 days ago.
Didn't find anything over there. Let's take a look over here.
I'm getting tired of hearing about those cigarettes.
Mr. Rollins, let me tell you again that you don't have to answer my questions at all.
I didn't say I wouldn't cooperate. But those cigarette stubs that Jones found, they could have belonged to anybody.
All right, let's get back to this secret marriage.
Francis wanted it that way. We were going to have a church ceremony after a reasonable amount of time.
You and Mrs. Yeager, before Mr. Yeager's death.
She was ready to ask for a divorce.
Barnaby, what time did you say you made those phone calls to Mr. Rollins' apartment?
Between 8 and 10 o'clock that evening.
I got back around 11 o'clock.
But you can't account for the time except for saying that you were out somewhere riding a bike.
That's right. I set Thursday evenings aside so I could night test the bike we've been modifying for the past 4 months. I sent those reports to our Dayton engineers every Friday morning. Now you can check the company records.
In other words, you just take any Thursday night at random and you're simply out somewhere riding a motorcycle along a highway.
That's right, that's right.
Well, now, didn't you tell Mr. Jones that a back injury prevents you from riding?
Only on the desert course, I believe, is the way Mr. Rollins put it.
I don't have a problem with a normal run.
All right, let's get back to the day Jonathan Yeager was killed.
I was with Francis.
Can you verify it?
No, we were alone.
Found it in the garden, Lieutenant. Appears to be blood-stained and has the initial R on it.
Did you say R?
That's right.
We'll get it to the lab and have them check it for latent prints.
Of course there's going to be prints on it. That's mine. Don't you see there's my mark on it? It's been taken from my house. Don't you see I'm being framed? I'm not saying anything from here on. My lawyer will do the talking for me.
That was quite a dessert. I admire your appetite.
It's something I inherited. I think I could just gorge myself on all kinds of goodies and not gain an ounce.
You know, Carolyn, I'm glad to see that you're not too disappointed that Steve Rollins could be in control of the Yeager Company now. Except for the fact that he married Francis, that would all be yours. Unless, of course, he is convicted of murder.
Mr. Jones, I can't give a thought to what I might have gained. That old conscience of mine keeps telling me what's not freely given does not belong to me.
It's a pretty good philosophy to live by.
Besides, Steve may be perfectly innocent. I mean, why would he leave so many obvious clues behind?
Well, one explanation could be that intelligent people do not commit murder. Oh, they may be clever, but they mistake their cleverness for intelligence, forgetting that they're not allowed one mistake, not one error, forgetting that they have to shut out the other side completely. A lopsided score is just not good enough.
If Steve is guilty, if he made so many mistakes, he might still have that other bike somewhere.
Wherever it is, it would have to be proven that he was the only person who had access to that particular place. You ready? Yeah, looks like Steve Rollins is home scot-free. The first thing he would do would be to get rid of that... Wait a minute. Why would he get rid of it? He didn't know until after he was arrested that we could match the oil samples from the drippings of the bike.
I've got a thought. This affair between Steve and Francis has been going on for some time. I mean, where would they have been meeting?
Yeah, I see what you mean. They couldn't use his apartment. His bike riders might come charging in any moment.
And I can't imagine Francis going in and out of motels.
Yeah, hideaway? Yeah, he could have kept the other motorcycle there. Sure something to think about.
That'd be like finding the proverbial needle in the haystack, right? Thanks for everything.
Give my love to San Francisco.
I will. Bye-bye.
You'll be needing a lift back. Thought I'd save you the trouble of calling a cab from the highway.
When'd you learn about the house?
Yesterday, telephone number's in your sister's address book.
You're right, Mr. Jones. Got to be a game. I forgot no errors allowed. Mind if I sit a minute? Did you know it was me all along?
Not until they found that wrench in the garden. After that, Lieutenant Biddle and I decided not to look at convenient clues and just start looking for the one who would profit most.
It's as simple as that, huh?
Not quite. Remember the day you were riding your bike and we almost ran into each other? I couldn't get that out of my mind all day. The way you handle your bike like you were born on one. We checked the dirt motorcycle tracks in San Francisco. They knew Carolyn Lacey. The one who always rented the highest powered motorcycle and drove it like a fanatic. One track owner said like she was training for the race of her life.
That bit of play acting you did in your office, huh? You must feel pretty smug about it all, huh?
No, as a matter of fact, I feel pretty sad about it all.
Barnaby Jones, a Quinn Martin production, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars James Naughton, Sharon Spellman, Linda Kelsey, Anthony Geary. Tonight's episode, Voice in the Night.
There you are, Miss Glover. Just the way the judge likes it.
I think Judge Royce would starve to death if it weren't for the olives.
Linda, don't forget the Cromwells are expecting Marge and Sam Pittman.
If they're not here in 10 minutes, you take care of them. I've got a date.
Here you are, Judge. Dry as a meter maid's heart.
Well, look who's here. Dr. Manning.
Louis?
I don't believe my eyes.
Hello, Linda.
It's good to see you again, Louis.
Join me for a drink?
I'm on duty, but when did that ever stop me?
If you still have your heart set on landing, Louis, make your move, darling, before that barracuda cousin of yours gobbles him up.
It's hard to figure out why some guy hasn't latched onto you yet.
Oh, maybe I'm too particular. Remember the last time I said that was...
Yes, it was at Cynthia's last birthday party. It's been almost a year now. It's all right to talk about it.
Hi, stranger.
Stranger, we had lunch last week.
You didn't tell me you've been seeing Louis.
Oh? And how about hostesses drinking on duty? Did I forget to tell you about that, too?
Ladies.
The Pittmans. Would you show them to the private room? I've got to see about dinner for the Cromwells. Now, don't you leave before I get back, okay?
Well, Louis,
Judge Royce.
why have you been hiding? Your friends miss you.
Thanks. I haven't really been hiding. I've been keeping myself pretty busy down at the clinic.
I just want to say that Cynthia's death, well, it hasn't been easy for any of us.
Yeah.
Judge, phone call for you.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Hello?
Judge Royce,
Yes?
this is Cynthia. I'm back.
Who?
Cynthia, what you did was very mean, and I hate you for it.
Who is this?
What is it, Judge? You look like you just seen a ghost.
What's the matter? Oh, another one of those calls. Someone claiming to be Cynthia.
Oh, come on. It's just the work of some demented prankster.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll say goodnight.
They just won't let us forget, will they?
I think I'd better say goodnight, too. Judge, I'll give you a ride home.
No, don't worry about it. It's just a short walk. And I am not about to let that idiot telephone caller get the best of me. Good night, Willis.
Good night, Judge.
Hi, Barnaby.
Martin, mountain air certainly seems to agree with you.
The only thing I miss about the big city is not getting a chance to see more of you. Barnaby Jones or Claire Glover.
How do you do, ma'am? I hope by asking for this little talk isn't keeping you from doing something you want to do.
I've already told Sheriff Perry everything I know.
I know, but sometimes people can be helped in remembering something they may have overlooked.
Mr. Jones, everyone else accepts the fact that Judge Royce died of an accident. Why isn't that enough for you?
Well, I don't say that I won't arrive at the same conclusion, but that other accident on Friday got me kind of puzzled.
Friday? You talking about Dr. Anderson?
I didn't get a chance to tell you, but California Meridian Insurance has got Barnaby working on a doubleheader.
But the doctor fell while he was out hiking in the mountains. Why should there be any question about his death?
The doctor's receptionist said that he received a phone call before the accident from someone who identified themselves as Cynthia Glover.
From Cynthia?
Well, it's like I told you. The receptionist must have heard wrong, that's all.
Well, that may be so, but you can see how the whole thing would take on a very sinister complexion if Judge Royce had also received such a phone call. Now, you were one of the last people to see her alive, did she?
No. No. If she had, she would have told me.
Are you sure?
Cynthia's dead, Mr. Jones. It's been almost a year since she was lost out there on the lake.
And the year before that, she was under treatment to Dr. Anderson for an emotional disturbance.
It was a terrible thing. 2 years before, she'd been raped. Her mind, it was never the same after that.
So you petitioned the court to have her committed to a mental institution?
I had no other choice. She was my niece. I was legally responsible for her.
Yes, I understand that, but you can see where my suspicions would start to twitch when you consider that it was Dr. Anderson who testified as to her incompetence, and it was Judge Royce who signed the commitment order. And now both are dead within a week.
A coincidence. That's all it is.
Claire.
Excuse me.
Is that the cousin you told me about?
Yes, Linda. Come on, you wanted to see where Judge Royce's body was found?
Hi, Claire. What brings you here?
A private detective named Jones was just out to see me. He knows Doc Anderson also got one of those calls.
What about the Judge Royce call?
Not yet. Some crackpot's trying to ruin this town. And with that detective stirring up things, he mustn't find out about that second phone call. We don't need that kind of publicity. We've got to stick together in this.
Just the way you did when you all got together and had Cynthia committed, right?
Louis, please. I know how much you love Cynthia. We all did. And I feel terrible about my part in it. But what happened is over.
What if it isn't? What if she really is alive? If she didn't drown in the lake that night?
Louis!
After all, they never did find her body.
Stop that!
Well, it could be her, couldn't it? Back after all this time to get her revenge on all of you for what you did to her.
It's not going to do any good trying to panic people with talk like that, now is it?
Been a lousy day. I think I gotta get back.
Look, we've all got to try to help each other forget.
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you come out to the lodge tonight? At 10, after we close. We could have a late dinner. Talk?
Yeah, well, if I can make it, I'll call.
Please, try, Louis.
The lifeguard position's open if you're interested.
I might consider it. If the pool is always full of as pretty young ladies as you.
You're cute. What do you want to know?
You sure I'm not twisting your arm?
Why hassle? You've been asking a lot of questions about those crazy phone calls. I figured I was next.
I only know of one phone call, the one to Dr. Anderson. Were there others?
Yes, there was another. Judge Royce took it at the lodge the night she died.
From someone who called herself Cynthia Glover?
Why don't you ask Claire? She was there.
Thanks. I'll give it another try.
Mr. Jones, the investigation coming along all right?
It would be coming along better if I had been provided with all the available facts.
Oh?
I guess you had your own reasons for not telling me that Judge Royce received a Cynthia phone call the night she died. I'm wondering what those reasons are.
Quite simply, I wanted it hushed up to protect a lot of innocent business people, myself included, who might be hurt if it got out that some malicious prankster was trying to scare away the visitors from our resort area.
I suppose you didn't realize when I told you about Dr. Anderson's call that we are probably dealing with a homicidal maniac.
Let's not over-dramatize it, Mr. Jones. There's got to be a more rational explanation.
Excuse me, Miss Clover. They still didn't bring enough firewood. They'll make another delivery tomorrow morning. There you are. Hey.
You're not the regular driver?
He's been sick.
Wait a minute. Nelson.
Something wrong?
That driver, Nelson Mosley. He's the man who raped Cynthia.
Mr. Mosley?
Yeah?
My name's Barnaby Jones. I'm a private investigator.
Saw you at the Glover place. What do you want?
Well, a few straight answers from you might be helpful. I want to talk to you a little bit about your problems with the late Judge Royce, Dr. Anderson.
Read about it. It was in the papers 3 years ago.
Yeah, I already have. And the way I get the story, Judge Royce presided at your trial for the rape of Cynthia Glover, and Dr. Anderson was one of the chief medical witnesses against you.
Look, Jones, they're dead. My problems with them are over.
Well, maybe not. The way it's beginning to shape up, their accidents are looking more and more like murder.
Don't matter to me how they got to hell as long as they got there.
You didn't help them get there, did you?
No, that's a privilege they don't give ex-cons on parole. Look, mister, I'm busy.
I don't want to hold you up, but there is one more thing. Before they died, both the judge and Dr. Anderson reported that they had received scary phone calls from someone using the name of Cynthia Glover.
What are you trying to pull?
Well, the question is, are you trying to pull anything? Using a woman's voice to fake calls from a dead girl?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, in that case, you won't mind saying where you were when the judge died and when Dr. Anderson was found at the base of the cliff?
I've been in San Diego the past week. I drove in here last night. Now, you can check that.
I will.
But you're right about me having it in for Doc Anderson and the judge. They burned me on a bum rap, and I'm glad they're dead.
Are you saying you were framed?
Like Whistler's mother. The whole mob, including Cynthia, nailed me to the wall. They couldn't believe that a fruit picker's kid could make out with the lousy princess without knocking her to the ground first. So when Cynthia cried rape and her boyfriend Lewis backed her up, well, that's all she wrote.
Lewis?
Yeah, him, the doc, the judge, all of them. 3 to 10 years, heavy time. And I would still be stamping license plates if the boss here hadn't promised the parole board I'd have a job if they let me out.
There was a Lewis Manning in the restaurant the night the judge died. Is that the boyfriend that you're referring to?
Yeah. Nowadays, he's a kid shrink at the clinic in town.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Louis. It's just me.
That's a pretty dumb joke.
Don't be mad, Louis. You like my dress? I think it makes me look very pretty, don't you?
What are you trying to do, Linda? What do you want?
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah.
I just love it here, don't you, Louis? It's my magic garden where all my dreams come true.
Stop it. You know Cynthia and I used to come here all the time. What are you trying to do?
Nothing. You and your damn ghost. Cynthia's dead. Don't you understand? She's dead, and I'm alive.
I'm sorry.
Louis! Louis! Louis, please wait. I didn't want to say anything mean. I'm sorry, Louis. I just want you to forget Cynthia. Please, Louis. There are other girls you can love. What's this all about?
It's nothing, Claire.
Louis, you leave Louis alone. Do you hear me, Claire? You've already taken everything else that belonged to Cynthia, the rest around her inheritance. Linda, that's enough. No, I'm not going to let her have Louis, too. Never!
I'm sorry. About dinner tonight.
I told you, I'll call.
Well, Dr. Manning, they told me at the clinic that I might find you here. My name's Barnaby Jones.
Oh, yeah, the private detective.
Yes. According to Sheriff Perry, you left the lodge about the same time as Judge Royce.
That's right.
Did you notice anything unusual?
No, I offered her a ride home. She said no, so I took off.
You and Cynthia Glover were very close, weren't you?
We were going to be married.
I know about the Cynthia call to the judge.
I see. Well, if you know that already, there's nothing else to tell.
I wonder if you would mind telling me a little something about Cynthia. It's very difficult to visualize someone unless you have some sort of an image. I hear she was very beautiful.
Yes. Here, you can see for yourself. That picture was taken a couple of days before. See, Cynthia had gone to a party ahead of me, and when I arrived, I couldn't find her, so I went out looking for her. And, I found them in the garden.
Nelson Mosley?
Yeah. No, I think I would have killed him right there with my hands if I hadn't heard that scream and seen the look on her face. After a couple of days, it became very obvious that she'd been severely traumatized.
How long after that was there first talk about having her committed?
Well, it was touch and go for almost 2 years. Claire was her aunt and her closest relative. I guess she thought she was doing what was best for Cynthia.
But you didn't.
Psychology's my field, Mr. Jones. I was only a graduate student then, but I tried to convince them, to show them that it was only a temporary condition, that it was a trauma arising out of the shock of having been raped.
But Dr. Anderson didn't agree.
No, he thought she was being a menace to herself and to all the people around her. So he got Judge Royce to sign the papers. And that night, Cynthia rowed a boat out into the middle of the lake, and that was the last time anybody saw her.
The sheriff had the lake dragged, but they never found the body.
That's right. They found the boat with her sweater in it. I guess they figured that she was lost somewhere in the deep caverns of the lake bed.
Yes, I understand that's happened before. Well, thank you very much, Doctor.
Barnaby Jones' office, J.R. Jones speaking.
Jedediah, I pay you a retainer for valuable services, not one of which includes being a receptionist.
Hi, Barnaby. I was just covering for Betty so she can get her hair done. Anyway, I figure answering the phone kind of gives me the feel of the operation here.
Did Betty fill you in on the Judge Royce case?
Yeah, what's up?
Tell Betty I need the medical records of the Cynthia Glover commitment.
She can find them in the Coverton County Courthouse.
You think there's a connection?
Maybe. Two of the principals in the decision to commit are suddenly dead, and the aunt is suddenly wealthy.
Wow. How about if Betty and I come up there and give you a hand, huh?
Don't you have a class today in corporate law?
There's got to be more to life than trying to pass a California bar, Barnaby.
Listen, little cousin, just burn one end of the candle at a time.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Glover Lodge. Hold on. It's for you, Miss Glover.
Is it Louis Manning?
Sounds like a woman.
I'll be right there.
We'll be with you in just a minute.
Don't forget to leave the front door unlocked for Louis.
Okay. Good night.
Hello?
It's Cynthia.
What?
But you knew I would call, didn't you, Claire?
Who's there? Who is it?
Only I could have talked to Claire one more time, just once more to tell her how sorry I am for all the mean things I said.
And you didn't see your cousin again after you ran off yesterday?
I was upset. I stayed in my apartment in town all night.
10:05, Sheriff. That's your determination of the time of death?
Well, I can't imagine any other way that Claire's watch would be broken except when she was struck by the pot. Harry, you took off for home a little after 10?
2-3 minutes at the most.
Harry told my deputy that Claire asked him to leave the front door open for you. How come he never showed up?
I got tied up at the clinic. I tried to call to beg off. There was no answer.
Harry, didn't you tell my deputy that Claire did receive a call from Louis?
No, he got it wrong. I told him there was a call that Claire thought was Mr. Manning.
What call was that?
Didn't get her name.
Her name?
Well, it sounded like a woman, I think.
Well, think harder, Harry. Was it the same voice that called Judge Royce the night she died?
Well, now, wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about a call to the judge.
Miss Glover made us promise not to say anything about it.
I'll talk to you about that later, Martin. Was it?
It could have been. Yeah, I guess maybe it was the voice of the woman calling herself Cynthia.
Well, Mark, now you're beginning to contemplate the possibilities.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If somebody is murdering these people, I'm still not going to believe that it's the work of a supernatural killer. We found this on the floor next to the body.
CLG.
Cynthia Lynn Glover.
If someone is trying to make us believe a dead girl committed those murders, they're trying awfully hard.
It's obvious. That killer planted this next to the body to throw everybody off. Just like he or she or whoever it is, pretending to be Cynthia making those calls.
Stay back, I'll smash your head! How'd they ever let scum like you back out on the streets? Oh, listen to that. The pot cursing the kettle. Well, it's time you listened for a change. I did listen. I listened for a day and a half in that courthouse till I wanted to throw up. You all railroaded me! 3 years! And throw in this arm I lost in a prison fight. Now, that's what the lies Cynthia told cost me. I was there. I saw it. You were there at the end. You didn't see her the night she got to that party all wild-eyed, acting weird. Like she was on something. Pot, uppers, I don't know, something. No, she didn't do any of that. Oh, yeah? Then maybe you didn't know her like you let on. She was flying. Especially after she got me to take her into the garden. Got you? That's right. It wasn't me that made the first move. She said she needed air. Something else she needed. Come at me grabbing and pawing. No! Yes! She said I was dirt and she wanted to wallow in it. And it wasn't until you showed up that she changed. All sudden like then she's crying rape. Well, you and all the others, you didn't want to know the truth then, and you don't want to know it now. But that's the way it was. Look, man, I already put in my time. I got no reason to lie. You gotta believe me, Cynthia was out of her skull that night.
If anything comes up, I'll give you a call. Where are you staying?
Pineview Motel.
Harry, I want you back here at 5 o'clock.
Today?
Yes. We still have a business to run, you know.
Yes, Miss Glover. Gentlemen?
And her cousin's body's not even cold yet.
Is Linda the sole heir to Claire's estate, or do the other relatives share also?
Oh, as far as I know, she's the end of the line. Yeah. Maybe I better have one of my deputies start to do a little checking on her alibi. I'll see you.
Barnaby!
You always manage to show up in time for a free lunch, don't you?
Well, that's what you get for not paying me a halfway decent living wage. Here's the medical testimony from Cynthia Glover's commitment hearing. What's all that?
A couple of fingerprints I left it in a phone booth.
You mean you have something?
I won't know until the sheriff checks it out with the FBI.
Just any old phone booth?
No, the phone booth closest to the lodge. The bartender said that Claire received a call at the bar just before closing time. And shortly after that, she was dead.
Think it was another Cynthia call?
Well, the call would have had to been made close enough so the killer could get there in just those few minutes. Might not have been that phone booth. Might have. What do you got?
Some pretty depressing reading, I'm afraid. Besides Dr. Vincent Anderson's testimony, there's also some unpublished background reports from a court-appointed neurologist, a Dr. William Reston. He did a series of tests on Cynthia.
Yeah, psychological profile, full physical, Rorschach, EEG brainwave.
What is it?
Betty, we've got to have a talk with Dr. Lewis Manning.
Hi, I'm the manager. If you're looking for Lewis, you'll have to try the clinic.
Oh, I tried there, and they gave me this address. What time do you expect him home?
Hard to tell. Lewis keeps the apartment, but he's rarely here. He's been staying mostly at a cabin he owns up in the mountains.
How would I get there?
Out the highway, 12 miles to the Ridgecrest turnoff. Left for another 8 miles, and there you are. Got his name on the box, can't miss.
Isn't it kind of unusual maintaining 2 homes in a community this size?
True. Lewis has cause to be eccentric. When he's out at the clinic, he's become a sort of hermit. It all started with the death of a girl he was going to marry.
I see. Well, thank you.
Well, there's no car. And unless Mr. Manning is a long-distance jogger, we've struck out again.
Well, let's give it a try.
Must we?
Dr. Manning?
Barnaby, if we have to put in some waiting time, could we do it in the car?
Don't tell me you're afraid of the woods, Betty.
Not the woods. Just of the bears and the lions and the snakes in the woods.
Yeah, take a look at this.
What? The bars?
Yeah. Same thing down here.
Well, is there something strange about people wanting to protect themselves with barred windows?
First rule about protecting property is try not to get robbed in the first place.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
The way to do that is to make sure that any potential intruder sees that the house is very hard to break into.
Of course. The bar should be on the outside, not hidden inside.
Yeah. I think we ought to have a look inside.
Right. What's wrong?
Can't seem to make the tumblers catch.
Ah, you did it again.
No, I didn't. The door was unlocked. Oh, I see. It was broken on the inside. Doesn't quite have the Spartan look of a man living as a hermit.
Well, apparently he has found himself a lady hermit to share the lonely hours.
Betty? Cynthia Glover. It's the doctor.
You've got no right in here. Get out.
Now, take it easy, doctor. We just want to have a little talk. This is my daughter-in-law, Betty Jones.
The manager told you to try me at the clinic. You've got no right breaking in here.
We didn't exactly break in. The door lock was already broken now. Would you like to tell me why, or would you like me to tell you?
What I would really like is for you to leave. Right now.
All right. But the sheriff will probably be interested in my theory, which includes the reason why you installed these bars the way you did, which is not to keep people out, but to lock somebody in.
I don't know what you mean.
This is a copy of the rap sheet from the file of Cynthia Glover's commitment hearing. She was apparently arrested at one time for drunken driving.
Well, they took her whole life's history. So what?
These are a couple of fingerprints I picked up in the phone booth near the lodge this morning. They match.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Those phone calls from Cynthia, she made them herself, didn't she?
No, Mosley made him. Nelson Mosley made him. He did it for revenge. That's why he came back here, to get a job at the mill so he could be close.
Won't wash, Lewis. Those fingerprints are conclusive. And if the sheriff wants more, I'm sure he can pick up hundreds here in the cabin.
No, wait a minute. You don't understand.
I think I do. A man in love with a woman, a professional psychologist who knew before anyone else that the woman's mind was not stable. He felt qualified to help her with her problem, but desperately afraid that he might lose her to some institution. I can understand that.
She's my whole life, Mr. Jones.
That night Cynthia rode out on the lake, you got there in time to save her, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then you brought her up here, caged her in, and spent all that time trying to cure her.
It was working, too. Every day she was improving. She was opening up. She was becoming more like the girl that she used to be. The one I fell in love with. And last Friday, I came home from the clinic and she'd broken through the lock.
Someone's taking the Jeep.
Cynthia.
If that was Cynthia and she was listening, she knows that Nelson Mosley's out of jail.
Cynthia!
No. You're the last one.
No, what happened wasn't my fault. I swear it wasn't.
Yes, it was. And the rest of them, too. They wanted to put me away in a place where they locked the doors forever.
Like the place Lewis locked you in?
Yes. But I got away from Lewis, didn't I?
Take it easy. Everything's gonna be all right. Just take it easy.
The only thing that kept me going all that time in prison was how much I hated her for what she did to me. How glad I was she was dead. Now, all I can feel is sorry for her.
My deputy just radioed in. They picked Lewis up. I don't know what the DA is going to charge him with yet, but that man's indirectly responsible for 3 deaths. It's incredible.
And it all could have been avoided if he hadn't tried to play God.
You think there's still a chance for Cynthia, Mr. Jones?
Well, she's in the right hands now. That's the best chance anybody can get.
Thank you.
Barnaby Jones, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, with guest stars Gilbert Rowland, Cal Bellini, Joe Santos. Tonight's episode, Rendezvous with Terror.
Better change your mind. Come to the game with me, Betty. I heard it's going to be a dandy.
Barnaby, I'd love to, but I can't. I've got all of this paperwork, and when that's finished, I've got to find a birthday present.
Now, that's something that ought to be outlawed. Nobody should be allowed to remind anyone that they're a year older.
Just happy over 21, right?
I'd settle for happy over 39. Don't work too late.
I won't. Enjoy the game.
Do not turn around, Mr. Jones. Do as you're told, and you won't be harmed.
Keep hands down at your sides at all times.
When we reach the lobby, turn and walk to the front of the building.
Well, I ran smack into a wall with these blinders on.
We'll guide you.
Quickly!
I got a couple tickets for the game tonight. Are just gonna go to waste. You fellas wouldn't want to go, would you?
Hardly of any importance.
Bet there are a few local fans who would disagree with you on that. I'm beginning to feel sorry for horses that have to wear blinders.
There for your protection, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, forgive me for having caused you any discomfort, but I hope you have been treated with respect.
But I've seen a condemned man being given the red carpet treatment, too.
I understand. I will explain to you very shortly. Take him to the office. Please leave us alone. Mr. Jones, you were recommended to me by someone I have complete faith in. I would like to hire your services.
Well, that's my business, dealing in services, but I'd rather be here under my own free will and without these blinders.
Please. You would recognize me instantly. My anonymity must be maintained. The lives of certain people depend on that. I assure you, Mr. Jones, that the service you will perform for me is most honorable.
Ordinarily, under these conditions, I would give you a very short answer, adding up to no. But let's just say that you've got me sufficiently intrigued to listen.
I want you to locate somebody for me. I want you to find a man for me.
I have considerable work to do at the house. I'll take some of the men with me.
I will be no more than a few minutes with Mr. Jones. I prefer you remain and see him safely back to his office. The man's name is Revis. John Revis. I'm sure he's around the Los Angeles area. I will contact you in a few days to get your report.
Well, now, hold on. As a matter of policy, I never start a search for anyone unless I know why they're wanted and who wants them.
I understand. But I mean no harm to this young man. All I can tell you is that he is my son. And if it became known that I searched for my son, his life would be in jeopardy. I don't even want him to know anything about it. Take him out of here. How could they have known that I would be here tonight?
Javier has good intelligence?
Perhaps. Or there's an informer amongst us.
I cannot believe that. Besides, I warned you coming here would be risky.
You think there is no point in arranging talks with this, Javier?
Nothing but blood will satisfy Javier. He's a fanatic to the core.
I see. Let us return to the house.
Your weapon minus the bullets. The door is open, Mr. Jones. Step out. Wait for us to leave before taking off your glasses.
You mean I'm going to get to keep these as a memento?
It's a very serious business with us, Mr. Jones.
I won't dispute that. Kidnapping, shooting, possibly murder, that's all serious business.
Some bad luck. Carlos got hurt.
All right. Whose idea was this?
De Varga just had more men than
I didn't ask you how many men he had. I want to know who gave the orders to make this attempt on De Varga.
I did, Javier. The opportunity presented itself.
Blew it. You also blew any last chance to have him listen to reason.
We had information that says reason is the furthest thing from his mind. Come inside, we'll discuss it.
How bad is he?
The bullet is out. I don't expect any complications.
Sorry. Who leads here, Balazar?
There was no time to confer with you. We got word that Varga would be at Silver's winery tonight meeting with a man.
But why the haste? Why use my men like common thugs?
Because time now is all important. Varga has put a price on your head, hired a private detective to locate your whereabouts. He wants you dead. He needs you dead. You don't have to guess any longer why he's in this country, in this particular city. Do you know what your head is worth? $100,000.
How did you hear this?
I have a well-placed friend that keeps me accurately informed. Javier, we have planned to fight this man in the hills of our country, killing only when necessary in the fields of battle. Well, the battle is here now, and the Varga has chosen the time and place. We have no alternative but to meet him head on.
How did he learn we have headquarters here?
The fact remains he did. And just as we need the name of the Varga obliterated from our country's history, so he needs your name only as a faint memory, not as a battle cry. Javier, a Thousands of men ready to follow you.
This detective.
His name is Barnaby Jones.
And what would be your advice regarding him?
Javier, leave it in my hands. If this man is anything more than a nuisance, we will dispose of him.
Drive a little faster, Betty. But not over the speed limit. They were very careful about that.
It's 1 minute to 12.
If we get within 6 blocks of the place, we ought to hear the chimes.
Barnaby, why don't you leave it up to this man to contact you? And if he doesn't, then you can just drop the case.
Because thinking back, I really did accept this job in principle. At least I didn't tell him no. You know, Betty, even though I couldn't see him, it was very strange. I felt comfortable with him. As if he was an honest man in deep trouble. Listen.
It's just ahead. It's the university campus.
Within 4, 5 minutes, closer to 5, left turn should be a one-way street. From here to the railroad tracks, no turns were made. Once across, sharp left. We've got to be within a mile of that plant. Motel Row is to the south. East and west streets are too narrow. Try a right turn up ahead. Cross any cobblestones, we start circling. Pull over there, Betty.
Tienes que trabajar extra esta noche.
Good morning.
Good morning. May I help you?
Well, yes, maybe you could, Mr.
Garcia.
Mr. Garcia. I'm Barnaby Jones, a private investigator. I'd like to ask the manager a few questions.
I am the manager.
Oh. Well, what time do you close in the evening?
Generally at 5 o'clock.
And last night?
At that time. May I ask the purpose of your questions?
Well, there was some sort of a disturbance reported in this area last night. Say, that claret smells good. You wouldn't have a bottle of Cabernet 36 or Zinfandel lying around, would
I'm
you?
afraid not. Mr. Jones.
Yes, they are getting scared. Was this disturbance reported to you?
No, the winery was locked. We found nothing disturbed this morning when we opened.
You have a night watchman?
Not always. Mr. Jones, I am very busy.
Yes, so am I.
Mr. Jones, we prefer not to have people walking while the plant is operating.
Yeah, I can understand that. Is that a bullet hole?
Well, it's an old building. Who knows what may have taken place here years ago.
True. I think I'll go out that way. Thanks for your time.
You fool!
He was inside before I knew it.
You had to give him a tour of the place?
I couldn't help it. He asked about a disturbance here last night. I think he knows he was brought here.
Which is obvious.
He can't prove anything.
He knows enough.
That's too much.
Barnaby, please.
I'll be all right. See you at night. Okay, driver.
This is a private road, sir. I know it's a private road, son. Now, you just better get on that phone in there and call whoever's in charge and tell them unless they want it to become a very unprivate road with the police, they better talk to me right away. My name's Barnaby Jones.
Have a duplicate forwarded to the Paris embassy for their information.
That man you hired, Jones, he appeared at the plant this morning.
It seems he deserves his glowing references as a detective. Did you talk to him?
Gotta see I did.
Yeah.
You should have called his office and told him to keep the money, that his services were no longer needed.
Have Mr. Jones escorted up here, please.
Varga.
Mr. Jones, your instructions were to find John Revis, that I would contact you.
Yes, I know, Mr. Varga. But just as you had my references checked before you hired me, it's my practice to check the references of all my clients.
I owe you an apology. But, Mr. Jones, it was imperative to me that my visit to this country not be common knowledge. Although, last night, that little episode proves that knowledge is more common than I desired. I have two reasons for being in this country. One of them is to learn the whereabouts of my son, John Revis, as I told you. The other is medical. That knowledge that my health is not what it should be could create unrest in my country. I spent 20 years with some very brave men to topple one of the most cruel dictatorships ever to appear in South America. Any signs of instability in my leadership may well signal the return to conflict.
Simple little phone call to me could have set up a meeting without all the polderol.
Again, I ask your forgiveness. But so much was at stake, and so much is at stake, that I remained incognito.
The shooting last night.
A revolutionary faction led by a man named Javier. He obviously knows that I'm here in this country, but what he does not know is that I search for my son. That he must never learn.
John Revis.
Yes. Mr. Jones, I'm going to be very frank with you. I have a terminal illness. I have about a year or two to live at the most. Mr. Jones, my country has stability because the name of the Varga is at its head. If the name is carried on, there is a very good chance that stability will carry on. One?
No, thank you. Why isn't your son's name de Varga?
Revis was the name taken by his mother when we separated 20 years ago.
20 years?
Yes. She refused to go with me when I returned to my country to lead the revolution. In changing her name, her moving away, she prevented my son from ever learning who his father was. The fact that he is a de Varga.
I see.
Mr. Jones, I could not personally conduct a search for my son without calling attention to the fact that I have a wife and a son in this country. Their lives would be in jeopardy. This was taken over 20 years ago. I recently heard that she was seen here in Los Angeles. Such a beautiful woman. Beautiful in every way. Use care in your search, Mr. Jones.
Mrs. Revis? I'm Barnaby Jones. Could I speak to you a moment?
What about?
Juan de Varga. He feels it's most urgent. He wants to see his son. He hired me to find him.
After 20 years? Mr. Jones, I don't find that request at all touching.
I appreciate your feelings. Your husband feels those years also. But he dedicated that time to the people of his country. Mrs. Revis, your son is 25 years old. Shouldn't he be the one to decide whether he sees his father?
After 20 years? Why? Why would he? There could be only one reason. The old lion is dying, isn't he?
He learned he has a year, maybe 2 at best.
He had such strength. Yes, perhaps you are right. The boy should make his own decision.
Should I talk to him?
I don't know where he is at the present time. He travels a great deal. He's been very restless since he graduated law school. He telephones, sometimes he visits.
Do you know of any of his close friends who might know where he is?
Well, he seldom talks to me about... He once brought a girl here to dinner, Angela. In talking to her, she told me that she worked at the Bellew fabric shop. It's on the boulevard south of here.
Is there anything you'd like me to tell your husband?
Just that I wish him well.
You must be Angela. You certainly answered the description.
Why, thank you. What can I do for you?
My name is Barnaby Jones. I'm a private investigator, estates, insurance work. Seems there's a John Revis who is having a sort of an inheritance problem. I know this all sounds very vague, but I'd like to talk to him.
What have I got to do with this John Revis?
His mother referred me to you, said you might be able to help me find him. I understand he moves around a lot.
Yes, he does.
Any idea at all of where he is?
Well, I might be able to find him in one place. If you wait, I can phone.
Sure.
Darling, there's a private investigator named Jones here, asking for John Revis. You mean right now? All right, I'll get him there. He's at a friend's. He asked if we could join him for lunch.
Fine. That is, if the lunch is on me.
That's very kind of you. But you'll probably have a fight on your hands if I know John. There's the dining room off the back entrance.
That door.
What do we do? Send out for the lunches?
You'll find that I'm not a man to joke with, Mr. Jones.
Doesn't that prove a disadvantage in everyday living?
You will tell me here and now why the Vaga hired you.
Mr. Jones.
Let me handle this. You need not be involved, Javier.
Javier?
You search for a man named John Reves. Why?
What business is that of yours?
I'm John Reves.
You're John Revis? And you're also Javier? One and the same?
That's right. You're surprised?
Mind-boggling. What do you say to a meeting with Varga? So you could get together and talk out your differences.
The Varga wanted you to locate me so we could talk.
It's about what it amounts to.
All right. Then let him come here.
Don't think it'd be practical. What about some neutral place, the San Felipe Mission? I could set it up so that you and the Varga could have a nice quiet meeting there.
Were you about to say something else?
How's that suit you? Face-to-face meeting at the mission.
I can't believe he's sincere.
Yes? I can set it up in an hour.
Okay. Return his weapon.
What is this?
Return it.
1 hour?
1 hour.
Explain what you are doing.
Meeting with the Varga of the San Felipe Mission.
For what purposes?
To talk.
I forbid any such meeting.
You forbid?
I will accept no compromises.
Well, maybe the Varga has become afraid. Maybe he sees it inevitable. He must step down.
The man is a compulsive liar. He does not know what the truth is.
Well, then, of course, I'll know there can't be any compromises.
Yes, yes, and learning that.
Why? Why would he want to talk?
It must be some kind of a trap. He does not know what you look like, neither does his men. Once they learn that, your life is forfeited.
Is the man so devious, so crude?
He's corrupted by power. It's simple as that. Not only will your life be at stake, but all those that follow you. You'll be alone with him. In one precious moment, you can determine the fate of our whole country.
They'd searched me for a weapon before the meeting.
Once we learn where in the mission the meeting is at, we'll have a gun hidden there. Don't even listen to him.
No. I will hear him out. That much I promised.
I want you to listen very carefully.
And if Javier doesn't act, all right, then we must go beyond that. Then both of them must go.
Mr. Jones?
I had something to tell you. I thought I'd better do it in person.
Alonso?
I've set up a meeting between you and Javier at the San Felipe mission.
Mr. Jones, you were hired to find my son, John Revis, not to get yourself involved in political affairs.
I found John Revis. Your son is also known as Javier. I didn't tell him anything excepting that Juan de Varga wanted to talk to him. Not even your wife knew of his activities.
Incredible. Unbelievable. Tell me, Mr. Jones, what kind of a man is he? Is my son an intelligent man or just a hothead fanatic?
Well, I don't like to make a judgment after only a few minutes with a man.
That will be up to me to find out. But is Juan de Varga talking to Javier? Not as a father talking to a son.
It makes me kind of nervous. The man you'll be talking to sees your death as the best thing that could happen. Wouldn't it be safer to tell him he's your son right off?
No, Mr. Jones. I will have to find out what kind of a man he really is. That is very important to me. Parras, you wait here with Garcia.
Javier has been searched. He's not armed. Waits for you in the courtyard beyond.
Is there another door to here? There's a gate out in the rear courtyard, but it's bolted from the inside. Mr. Balazar anywhere about?
No, sir.
So, you are Javier.
I must say, you do not look like much.
But you do. Which proves, doesn't it, appearances are deceiving.
I have heard that you are a lawyer. Lawyers deal in logic, do they not?
Don't waste my time with riddles, huh?
Oh, I forgot. Your time is very precious. 24 hours a day devoted to intrigue.
You talk of intrigue. How many of my men do you have rotting in your prisons?
As many as deserve it. In civilized countries, terrorizing people is not permitted.
Making speeches in a plaza is terrorizing. Huh?
Making speeches to draw the crowds so that the bombs could be more effective? Yes.
That was not our doing.
Perhaps you are not aware of all the tactics your men are using.
The bombs could have been planted by your orders to discredit us.
Javier, you are beginning to bore me.
Is this your idea of a talk? Insults?
Tell me, John.
Don't call me by my familiar name.
Sorry. It came out naturally. Javier, how would you handle it? Let us assume that I was so feeble-minded as to appoint you to a ministry post and tell our people they should support you should I leave office. How would you handle the affairs of state?
Everything you've neglected. A network of roads, of factories. The number of schools should be doubled.
Where's all the money for this? What magic wand would you use?
Force the people to contribute their labor. Force every man and every woman to work.
Force the people against their will?
These people are peasants, 50 years behind the times. What they need are orders, not requests.
Javier, I am their leader. I am their servant. I suggest, then I obey their wishes. They are a little slower, but that is their way. That is the democratic process. Yes, they are only peasants, and so was I once. But even a peasant must feel that he is a man of importance, that he has a voice in his own destiny. Freedom cannot be qualified. It cannot be spooned out or rationed like you would ration anything. The fool's answer to logic.
An answer to total deception.
You would be a leader, Javier, and not know when a man lies? Have you not learned how to read the truth in a man's face? Is there no doubt in your mind that I am anything else but the man you see and listen to? I see a slight doubt there. A doubt from the very minute we stood here face to face. Do you agree? Javier, there's something important I want to say to you. Come with me to the car.
Why would you want to protect me?
Is it strange for a man to protect his own flesh and blood? You have changed so little.
And you have changed much.
Not here.
John, I think I'll say goodbye here. They're having an important talk.
Yes, but she won't come with us. The hurt is too deep. Mr. Jones, it was a great pleasure meeting you.
Well, I don't know if I can call it a pleasure, but it was an experience. You seem to make a lot of snap judgments, and your batting average is not too high.
What do you mean?
You've underestimated your father again.